Never call anyone in my life dad, my father. Never. I don't have. I've never seen his face. I don't know how he looks like. That's true. I don't know how this man looks like. Some of the mothers, they lie to their kids. Their fathers died. Their father died. Their father left them. Being a father, that means you are there when your kids, your woman, your wife needs you. Hey, what's up, good people? Welcome to our channel. Welcome to Samok Safari's channel. I welcome you all. I welcome you in Swahili. Tells you mambo vipi. That means how are you? So you need to know some words of Swahili. I know one day you will come to visit Africa, and the widely spoken language in Africa is Swahili. So you need to know a bit of words. You understand? So Swahili is widely spoken in Africa, in Tanzania, Kenya, Uganda, Mozambique, southern sides of Somalia, Congo, you understand, Rwanda, Burundi, Mozambique, as I said. So it's a widely spoken language, and I insist you need to know even a single word. So when I say mambo vipi, karibu sana, how are you doing? You're welcome. Welcome, we say karibu sana, just you're welcome. That's what we mean in Swahili. So guys, I want to thank everybody who is watching my channel. I know it's not easy, especially for someone like me who is still under, you understand, who is still low, still has no subscribers, still has no views, but you're taking your time to watch my channel, taking your time to respond, to comment. At least it makes me feel good. And actually I'm receiving good response from America. So many guys are responding to my videos. They are acting to my video in a positive way. That means at least I'm doing something. I appreciate you guys from America, from Indiana, someone from Indiana, from Los Angeles, Chicago, so many places. I don't know some of the places in America, but you guys are doing something good. You're just making me feel happy and be motivated. I thank you for that. So I salute you. I say asante sana, nashukuru sana. That means thank you so much. I appreciate. That's what it means in Swahili. So in my channel, I will be teaching you some few words of Swahili, because this is the biggest language in Africa, the one spoken language in Africa. You need to know bits of words. And one day, I bet you guys, you will visit Africa, more so East Africa, because this language is spoken in East Africa, Kenya or Tanzania. You're all welcome. Karibuni sana, you guys. So today's video is going to be a different video, because we have something that we need to talk. It's a man talk, it's a girl talk, it's an adult talk. Because in the title, as you read that, Happy Father's Days, but not for me. That sounds kind of intuitive. Some might say, why is he saying like this? Happy Father's not for him? Yeah, we have our stories why we are saying that. But I want to appreciate all the fathers, African fathers, fathers from America, all over India, UK, Canada, all these places. But I want to speak specifically on African father. You understand? So African father is an important father, is an important figure. So what we're going to say, what I can tell you guys, all the hustle you see, all the failure you see, all the blames you see, all these blames and whatever you see goes to the African father. The African father, especially who lives in the city, they struggle, they do all what they can just to raise something so the family can live well. You understand? So the father figure in Africa is an important figure. That's why when I saw Happy Father's Day, I said they are going to talk something about the father. And I'm going to congratulate all the fathers in Africa. So in Africa, it is this way. We don't have that program, the 50-50. We have the 100%. The father is the one who is going to provide. That's period. In a modern way, the Western world, people little by little adopting the Western a culture, that's why they say 50-50. But in Africa, we don't have 50-50. In Africa, we have 100% responsibility belongs to the father, because the father is supposed to provide. The father is the one to do all he can just to raise or to bring something on the table. The work of the mother is to nurture the kids, to raise the kids, but the father, his work is just to protect and to bring something. You understand? The father is to bring something on the table. Father figure, that's what he does. He goes through the hustle and the bustle. He goes through a lot, the father figure. So when you see, that's why you see in Africa, they said that the fathers, they die before their time in Africa because they go through a lot. They go through a lot of hustle. So I can say Happy Father's Day belongs to the fathers who are still working. But as well, we have the irresponsible fathers, the fathers who have no idea what is going on. In most of the families, some father families, mothers have become the father figure. So in some families, their mothers have become the father figure. They do all the work. Some of the fathers are not present. The mother is the one to do all the hustle. The mother is the one to struggle, to raise the family, to nurture, to protect. But the father is not around. The father has disappeared. And we have some cases in Africa, because there's those cases the father disappears from home, goes to look for greener pastures in the mining sites, because there is this gold mining. People, you go there, we have this, they are called small scale miners. They go there just to do what they can to bring something home. But unfortunately, you find that this is not working for them. What happens? They go there, some of them, they die there. So this is another story. So Happy Father's Day is a true case. The father now comes home late in the evening, find the kids are sleeping, he does not meet them. This is the routine. Today, tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, things works that way. You understand? So this is what is Happy Father's Day. But for me, if I can say Happy Father's Day, it is my kids who are going to say that Happy Father's Day. But as for me, the story is different, because it's a different story. I can tell you. I don't know. I was raised without a father figure in my family. I've never seen a father figures in my family. I was raised by my grandmother. Let me tell you first my story. This is how it goes. My mother, when I was born, I've never seen my father since the day I was born. I've never seen his face. I don't know how he looks like. That's true. I don't know how this man looks like. When I was 5, something bad happened to me. My mother died. She left in the hands of my grandmother. So my grandmother is the one who has raised me. So that's the grandmother of my mother. I'm talking about my mother's side, because my father's side, I don't know any of them. So from my father's side, I don't know anyone from my father's side. I just know everyone from my mother's side. You understand? So when she died, my grandmother took and started taking care of me. So my grandmother took me to school. She educated me. She took me to good schools. You understand? I learned how to speak English, though I don't have good English, though I can speak just a normal English like he. So I got married. When I got married, something bad happened to me. And this is something that is torturing me. I don't know how to be a father. Not to be a father, but I know how to nurture kids. I'm raising my kids like their mother. You understand? Sometimes people are just wondering, why is this guy so caring? He's so caring like a mother. You understand? So I don't know how to protect these kids like their father. All I know is just to protect them like the mother, because I never had a father figure in my family, and that's something that has been torturing me so bad. And people say you have principles like your mother. They never say you have principles like your mother, your father. Even when I meet even strangers, they don't know anything about my father. So it's something that has been disturbing me for a while. I don't know what I can say about this, but this is what even can say. You guys, if this happens to you, how do you handle such cases? Because you never had a father figure in your family, a father just to program you to be a man. I'm not saying that I'm not a man. I'm a man. I have my principles. But now to say that I'm fathering kids, I don't know. I'm just taking my kids like their mama. I'm just like controlling. I'm just taking care of my kids like I'm a woman. You understand? I'm too tough. You know, sometimes I'm not friendly to my kids. You understand? So all I can do is just to protect I'm overprotecting my kids. This is bad. Sometimes I do it unconsciously. I don't understand why I'm doing this. I overprotect them. I overguide them. I overdo this thing because I don't know when they reach 10 years, 5 years, what will happen? Because I'm trying to do this, I'm just feeling insecure about these kids. I don't know. I don't want even them to socialize with other kids. I don't know why it's this happening. I'm doing it unconsciously. It's not that I know what I'm just doing intentionally. I feel there's something bad might happen to them. That's what I'm feeling. I want to take control. I want to control them. I'm feeling like I'm not giving them time. I'm not giving them enough freedom. That's what I'm feeling. So guys, this is what I'm going through. Because when now you say Happy Father's Day, a person like me who have never seen a father, I don't know how he looks like, I don't know which tribe he was. My mother died early, very early. She never told me, because at that time she couldn't even tell me when I was 5 that your father was this. He was from a certain place, he was from here, he was from I don't know, I don't have any idea about them. So I'm going through a lot. Psychologically, I'm just being tormented. Because how can you be a father, a good father, and you never had a father? Whom do you learn from? Because I don't have a mentor right now. I'm just doing these videos just to get mentorship from you guys. Some of you are just abusing me, they're telling me bad words, and some of you guys are motivating me. Because I have people who like me, who are feeling me. You understand? If there are people who had never seen their father, there are people who just were just like that. So it feels so bad when I go to online. Trust me, on Father's Day, like today, I'm not going to go to online. I'm not going to go online just to see people wishing their Father's Day. And I don't have a father. I don't know this guy died. I don't know he's still alive. I don't know how he looks like. I don't know. So when I go online, maybe see people wishing them, I see what these guys are doing. I don't understand. I don't have that feeling that how you feel like when you have a father. So when he is present or he is absent, I don't understand. So that's how it works for me. So I'm going through a lot. I don't understand. I don't feel. So even when the Mother's Day comes, I will say a bit that I spent a little time with my mother when I was 5. She died when I was 5. At least I spent time with her. You understand? Though I did not enjoy her time very well. But I can say my grandmother is my mother because she has raised me up to this level here. And my father are my teachers, because even in school I never had male teachers. I only had one male teacher, and that teacher loved me so much. That teacher had mentored me in the right way, but he was not mentoring me to be a father. He was mentoring me to be good in school, to perform well, because he was very concerned about my academics. He was very concerned about my education. He was after me. He was keen. He was keen. The moment I fall out about anything, that teacher was there. People thought he was my father. But he was fathering me. He was fathering me to be a good student, to be a good learner, to be, you understand, that's what he was. But to be a father, one day I'll be a father, then to have someone to be my father, no, that was meant for me. So right now, that's what I'm feeling. Sometimes when I say like I'm controlling them, I do these things I don't understand. Sometimes when I go, I sit alone, that's when I start thinking, why am I doing this? Why am I forcing these kids to be that way? Because the eldest is 4. Right now, the eldest is 4. And the youngest is 1 year. You understand? So this is very bad for me. Sometimes I know there's people who are feeling this. Because sometimes their mother, you don't know how to be a man. You don't know how to father. You understand? Sometimes you have that to be, you are so emotional. Then you go and sit down, then you start thinking, why were you doing this? It's so bad. It's so bad. You understand? So for me, I don't understand why people think it's easy to be a father. It's easy to be a father. But my kids, I'm trying to raise them in the right way. To raise them as a father. But what I can pray for me, I can pray that let me not be controlling them. Because the moment you start controlling me, these kids will control me in a bad way. And I know that. So that's it. So this is what happens. So happy Father's Day to everyone who their father is still alive and they have time to do what the best for their father. If your father is still alive, thank God a lot. If your father is just there doing what he can just to make you feel you have a father, just thank God so much. You have to be grateful. You have to say thank you. You have to say Alhamdulillah, because some of us we don't have, but you have. There are people, they're in Africa here, there are some families, I don't know what happens to them. They are beating even their father. The moment they find their fathers doing wrong, because father is human. You understand? They fight with their father. Sometimes some of them even kill their fathers. How about us who don't have a father figure in our family? We feel like someday we had them. But if you have your father, just be grateful, be thankful, because that's only father you have. You don't have another father. I'm not saying about your spiritual father. I'm talking your biological fathers. A father who is there. A father is there when you need him to father you. Because in Africa, I'll say blood is stronger than water. There is the Swahili saying damu ni nzito kuliko maji. That means blood is stronger than water. Because blood means your family, your father, someone who is related in blood. There is that something that push something that pulls you together, something that's attracts you together. It's like magnet. You understand? So the moment you have a father, don't play. Be grateful. That's the only thing you have. So for me, it doesn't matter. What I can say that I cannot say that, well, I'm blaming anybody that why my father died, why I don't know why my father, all these people are not there. If I start now complaining this, I'm going to be a victim. So I don't want to be a victim in any case. All I want to be is to be a hero, to be a mentor, to be stronger, to be more what I can do. Because I know being a father is not easy. Being a father, that means you are there when your kids, your woman, your wife needs you. You got to be present. You got to be there. You got to be strong. Because in Africa, I've never seen a man crying. Many don't cry in Africa. We don't cry. No matter what happens to you, we don't cry. That's why most of the men in Africa die before their time. You don't cry. They die with the problems in their heart. We have so many things we are carrying in our hearts. That's why a father, in Swahili we say, Baba ni mzigo wa mwiba. A father is like a thorn luggage. It's like a father figure. It's like a thorn luggage. You understand? Spikes. It's like that thorns. A thorn luggage carrying on your head, that's what we call a father figure. A father figure is carrying all the problems, all the noises you hear from all over, they're just thrown to fathers. All the abuses are thrown to your father. Everything happens. So as for me, at this point, I want to say, when your father is around, be grateful. But as for me, I see no sense celebrating Happy Father's Day because I don't have one. But if my kids, when they grow up, they will celebrate Happy Father's Day, it will be good for them because they have me. But as for me, I cannot celebrate. I see no sense. It makes no sense for me because I never had one. I don't know how being a father to call someone. I've never called anyone in my life dad, my father. Never. I don't have. I've never even seen, this is my father. Even that word cannot come out of my mouth because it's something that has never happened. I'm telling you, it's something that I cannot even practice even for 2 days, even for 3 days, for 1 month. That word cannot come out because it's not something that I was raised with. A father. No. And I can tell this to the single mothers who are raising their kids without their fathers. Because you have differences with their father, don't raise those kids. Don't raise them knowing that their father is not present. Some of the mothers, they lie to their kids. Their fathers died. Their father died. Their father left them. That's what they tell them. Because we might blame our fathers. And these fathers, they neglect their family. They neglect their family because most of them were chased away. Because they had differences. But to have difference, it doesn't mean now the differences that you have is going to separate the kids. And I'm not saying this, not in a bad way. A child who is raised with a single mother, the child is not straight. What I mean when I say that the child is not going to be straight, because the child is going to miss something. You cannot compare a kid or a child who is raised with both parents and the one who is raised with a single mother. And the worst case is when the child is raised by a father alone without a mother. That's going to be a bad problem. That's going to be a bigger problem. And that's what I can tell you. So, single mothers out there, I know you have differences with your father. Your husband. Don't transmit that problem to your kids. Don't tell the kids bad things about their father. Because these things I'm saying according to me, I'm an African man. In Africa, I'm not talking about the Western world. I want to talk about African parts of the world. In Africa, the father is the one who gives the blessings. The blessings of the family belongs to the father. Because the father is the one carrying the lineage of the family. Because they don't ask you, who is your mother? Wherever you go, who is your father? Because the father is the one carrying the generation. We call it the Khalifa. Is the Khalifa of the family. Because the Khalifa is the one who is going to, because right now, the son is going to go, who is your father? Who is your son? Who is your father? They're going to say, who is not your mother? They are asking, this my son, who is your father? Because they're talking about the lineage, the next of kin. I'm talking about Africa. The next of kin in Africa, we don't have. The next of kin, we don't write the ladies. The ladies, they go to other places, they build their homes. You see, African culture are different from Western culture. But I guess this African culture are better constructed than Western culture in a way that African, they have the system that runs their a family. The system there means these are morals, because Africans, that's how we have. So we try all we can to raise our families. So my vlogging today is just trying to give out my ideas about my Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. Salute to everyone who is doing all he can to protect their father, who's paying medical bills to their father, who are there to their fathers, who are doing all they can just to protect to make their father feel like they have the kids, they have their child. So their mothers, because in other places they say if you have a boy child is not going to help you when you're just getting old. Who is going to be there is your girl child. The girl child is going to be there because the girl child loves their family. Now in Africa, because I'm trying to tell you the stories of Africa, when a boy child marries, the boy child starts life with his family, then that's what he has. He forgets his father, his mother, now he starts his family. Now the girl child does not forget his father, mother. She still has a chain with their family. She still belongs to the family. So guys, this is all I can say, because that's what I say. Let me have my view. Let me just tell people to understand, to have the view. Why, as for me, Father's Day does not make sense. So guys, I love you guys. Thank you America, thank you UK, thank you Canada, thank you India, thank you Uganda, thank you Kenya, homeland, thank you everyone who is watching my videos. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. One love. So if you feel you're new to this channel and yet you have not subscribed to our channel, don't forget to subscribe, because it feels like it makes sense. Or you want to support this channel, don't hesitate, because it makes more sense than you can imagine, or more than you can think, because I value any word, any comment that you put down there creates a lot of sense to me. One love guys. Happy Father's Day to you. Happy Fathers to everyone. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to everyone who is doing good, who's trying to make their fathers feel they have kids. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Wow.